Good morning, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching, it is appreciated as always. Occasionally you'll get the ruling class, the political elites, the establishment, the champagne socialists make a statement and it reveals who they truly are. And that's what I want to discuss in this video, and this is what we're up against. The working class of the United Kingdom are not factored into political calculation in this country. If you earn less than 40k a year, you're not what's classed as a net contributor to the system, because you're not paying enough tax, you don't earn enough money, and so you're not in the political calculus. Again, this is just my view, this is the way I feel the country is run. This is why nobody paid attention to the grooming gangs, because they were primarily working class boys and girls all over the UK. And so, because they're not earning enough money, because their families are irrelevant, they're not factored into calculations. So it's not that the grooming gangs were ignored, or the recent essays in working class communities from migrants, the dinghy divers. It's not that they don't know it's happening, it's they literally don't care. Alright? Now, everyone can remember a few years ago, when we had the Brexit referendum, there was an infamous person in the crowd on Question Time, and she mentioned this comment, which I'm going to play now.
Here who works in London, who would be serving our coffee in Pret? Who would be selling us our sandwiches in Pret?
Yeah.
You're not going to get English
But
people
as I
to
understand
take those
it, you'll...
jobs.
Maybe in London, sweetheart. And this is the whole thing that the elites and the establishment will always come out and say. You need certain people to do certain jobs, perform certain functions in society, because the indigenous population, whether that's working class or middle class or upper class, just don't want to do the jobs because it's beneath them. Now, up in my particular patch in Runcorn and Helsby, I've never seen this problem. I've literally never seen this problem. People from my community, people in my town, in my local areas, Warrington, Widnes, Runcorn, Frodsham, local people fill these jobs. Local people will do these jobs. Alright? Nothing wrong with it. You go out, you earn a decent wage, you integrate into the community, you're not sponging off the state. It's perfectly fine, and people are happy doing it. You get a lot of uni students, you get a lot of people that use it as a stopgap, and that's fair enough as well. But the point of the matter is, maybe specifically in London, maybe specifically in her Pret or her Costa, she's got this particular issue, that she only sees migrants, and migrants are doing these jobs. That's not representative of the country, alright? But this is the mindset of the elite, and this is the mindset that they think they need to import droves of foreign workers, either legally or illegally, to fill positions. It's not really that. I don't think that's accurate. What I do think is accurate is that working class people, English, British people from all over this United Kingdom, can't live in the major cities because it's too expensive. What they need is they need to import a slave class, a lower class, a underclass to do these jobs that will work for peanuts. So rather than change the business model so these jobs pay more, they'd rather import people to do these jobs rather than actually make conditions better. So when you hear Labour people or people in the audience on Question Time that say, oh, they'll vote Labour, this is the mindset. They'd rather import the entire universe to Britain than to actually make work pay for the indigenous people. For them, if it's substituting indigenous people for people that are not of these islands, that's neither here nor there. As I say, when we talk about demographic replacement on these islands, they don't care. They're untouched by it. So that's the first clip. The second clip is this clip. This is from a few years ago. This is oldie but goodie. This is Kelly Osbourne. She was in the United States, but she is a Brit. The Osbournes are British, unfortunately. So we'll play this clip now, and she had pretty much the same mentality. This is on the back of Trump getting in and wanting to deport illegals from the United States.
You kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that,
No.
you know what I mean? Like, when I'm saying
There's more jobs to be.
in LA, they always,
but
they don't.
Latinos are not only the
No,
only people
I didn't mean it
doing
like
that.
that. Come on.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Be honest. She's trying to dig herself out of the hole, but she did exactly mean it that way. Back in the day, people just wanted decent jobs. They just wanted to be recognised and paid properly for the work that they do. The ruling people of the country don't view it that way. What they think is that you're a fungible commodity and you're no different from Abdul from Kabul. And if you're not going to be cleaning the toilets of the people that are in the mansions, then they will import people that will.
Jeeves, pack my bags and wipe my bum.
They'll depress your wages and they'll make sure that your living standards suffer as long as they can maintain their hold on power and if they can maintain their place in society. That's all they want. That's all they need. These people are the people that run the courts. These are the people that don't think that you deserve a jury trial. These are the people that think that special accommodations need to be afforded to people not from the West. Which is why you see people with severe offences either get limited sentences or no jail time at all. Whereas me and you, we complain about demographic change in the United Kingdom. We're likely to be sent to prison if we don't phrase it or word it a particular way. These people that run the country are the biggest racists, alright? They will never accept people being imported into the country getting ideas above their station.
Ronald? That's crazy.
I know. She's so young and he's so
Black. Brown sugar.
They'll never accept it. They'll want you to accept it, but they will never accept it themselves. Alright? And then we get on to the final clip here. The final clip was from Question Time last night. This is the new Polanski. Alright? This is the Green Party leader, and this is what he has to say. Which is pretty much in the same ballpark as the lady who complains or worries about who's going to be getting her press if the immigrants aren't, and who's going to be cleaning the toilet. So let's see what he had to say.
People in this audience and watching this at home will have had an experience of a care worker. 1 in 5 care workers are foreign nationals. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't particularly want to wipe someone's bum.
I have major fucking issues with what he's just said. Firstly, he's of the view, as a politician, that that type of work is beneath him and beneath a certain type of voter, a certain type of person. This is the most obvious example that we've ever seen. So it's clear that he's not that skilled a politician because he wouldn't have said the quiet bit out loud. This is the issue. I have 2 aunties, okay, one on my dad's side and one on my mum's side, and they both were care workers for the people that were infirm or didn't have people at home that actually were capable of looking after these people when they needed it most. There was nothing wrong with providing people with dignity and comfort when they need it, when it cannot be provided. Do we trust people that are coming to the United Kingdom to behave in a way that we would deem appropriate? I've seen lots of horror stories of care workers going to people's homes that were not from the UK, robbing them blind, fleecing the bank accounts, physically and mentally torturing them and abusing them, withholding food, beating them. These are the types of people that we want looking after people that need it. I think not. There's horror stories that came out that say that we've got NHS nurses that have come over from Cambodia or Nigeria, and they're not even qualified. They're not even qualified to be nurses because they had someone else set the exams for them. What due diligence is actually going to be done? The point of the matter is, these people that are being imported to do these jobs, the industry should be in a position where they don't need to be imported. The industry should be self-sustaining. It's about funding social care. All of these solutions are always sticking plasters. They never actually solve anything that needs solving. This is the entire country in a nutshell.
And I'm very grateful for the people who do this work, this really important work, whether it's in the care sector, whether it's in the NHS.
Really important work, just so as long as he's not doing it personally. Now, I don't know about you. Other countries like Japan specifically look after their elderly and their older generations, and they see it as a duty. It's one of those, they looked after you when you were young, you need to look after them when they were old. Many countries in the West do not share that mentality, and this is what needs to change. Also, maybe if these jobs paid a damn and actually paid a decent salary, then the people wouldn't be looked down on for doing these types of job. Why is it we need to import the third world, give them the kid gloves, give them every opportunity to integrate and they choose not to, and then they abuse our hospitality, they abuse our elderly and our welfare system as well? It's all part of the same thing, but these are the mask-off moments. The socialists that run the country, the Marxists that run the country, do you really think that they'd want their children doing this type of work? Being a care worker, good, decent, honest work, doing God's work, in my view, doing things that their own families, that the people, if possible, should be looked after in their own homes, in my view. It's really, really sickening that this politician will be given any more airtime. He has disdain for me. He has disdain for my family. He has disdain for the entire working class. And this is why I absolutely detest the phrase working people. I am working class. I will die working class. Nothing will change that. And if this is what the upper class and the middle class think of me and my people, I don't want them running this country anymore. Now, if you like this video and you think I'm onto something, you make me aware. If you think I'm overplaying this and overrating it, as always, comment below and let me know. Like and subscribe, do all that great stuff, and I'll see you in the next video. You have a good day and thank you for your time.